All right, it's 6 o'clock. I'm gonna start talking in 2 minutes. I'm just giving everybody a chance to get here.
This morning was a typical.
All right, let me see. Is everybody here? How many people do we have in the room? 12 of you. Okay. This is a real interesting. The day we have a test, people don't show up. That's a thing. Is this normal? Nobody's talking today? Okay.
We never.
I don't
really had
think
a
it's
test.
normal.
We
Yeah,
don't.
because we never really had a test that we knew about. We
Okay.
had just one pop-up test.
Got you. Okay. So, okay. I like to understand and acknowledge behavior and intervene if it's necessary. Okay. So we've never seen this behavior before. Excellent. New slides. Sorry, I cannot sing. All right. Hi, people. Welcome to quiz day or test day. You are going to have, if you've logged onto the landing page, I am still updating it, but the quiz is going to be, the test is going to be in Moodle. So I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Sorry, I have to respond to that message. Yeah, so your quiz is going to be in Moodle. It's there. It will become available at 6:10 and it will become inaccessible at 7:30. So from 6:10 to 7:30, you will have access to the quiz. All right, that's the duration of time. However, once you started the quiz, you will have 55 minutes to complete it. I think it's 44 questions and they're all multiple choice. If you've studied for this, you should be sufficiently prepared. I feel very confident about that. That being said, I'm also going to, because the first part of this, the next chapter that we're going to go through, we are moving on to like the biology. And the first part of the chapter really goes through the nervous system, looking at neurons, looking at the endocrine system. So I'm actually going to put those slides there. And within those slides, you will find there will be links to videos and activities that are there. Because that part is very like basic intro to biology. We're not going to spend a lot of time talking, like having discussion about those aspects of it. So you are going to, for the rest of this class time, like after your quiz time, you're going to go through the lecture slides. You're going to watch the videos that are there talking about the nervous system, the endocrine system, and looking at the neurons. And then I'm going to actually link a couple of worksheets in there for you to practice. Very high school biology strategy, just to familiarize yourself with the content, because that's essentially what the beginning of that is. Do you guys have any questions about that? About any of this? Everybody, I made sure I went through Moodle and ensured that everybody was enrolled in the class. So everybody should have access. Do we have any questions?
What are the worksheets due, or are they just for our personal use?
They're going to be due for Wednesday, but like I said, they are very high school biology-esque. I think I'm going to do 3 separate worksheets. And it's just practice familiarity so that you would have had something to kind of like reinforce the content. Any questions? We have about 4 minutes of questions before the quiz opens. So this is a good time to ask any questions that you may have.
How many questions is this?
It's 44. Yes. Anything else? And it is a combination of chapter 1, statistics and measurement, and chapter 5. It's all of them. No questions? That's it, really? No questions whatsoever. Because I want to make sure we're in here. This part of the class is absolutely recorded so that people have access to any information that they needed to know. So where do we find the quiz? It's
Moodle.
right, and it's under this week. I think it just says test 1, and it is under the week, the topic of that week. It should say the biological basis of behavior. It should say that. But it's also the only week that has a quiz attached to it. There are, like, I've spoken to one person about an excused absence for this quiz because they had an emergency. Anybody else there are no makeups for this. So I think I'm a pretty flexible and easy person. I have complete open communication, and I give a lot of opportunities. So on the other side of that, for me, I'm not super lenient when people don't show up or do the things, like when you don't do your part of it. I will give you a window of opportunity. I will support you with all of the resources. So when you don't show up, it's really just you to be accountable to yourself, because I've done all of the things. I give you the opportunity. All right. So I'm not super lenient when people don't show up for themselves, especially when I know I've done the things, I've asked the questions, I've given you an opportunity to respond and do your part. So it just becomes a matter of like you being accountable to yourself for the things that you are supposed to do. I am team excuses are tools of incompetence founded in monuments of nothingness. Those who specialize in using them seldom accomplish anything, and we are all about accomplishing things. All right. So it is now 6:10. So your quiz is now accessible to you in Moodle. When you are done with the quiz, you can go back to the course landing page. You will find the lecture slides with the videos embedded in the videos and the slides. You will also find like activities that you will complete, and you can submit those before next class. Submit them. You can send them through email. And they're going to be super, super, super simple. Just get them done. I just want to make sure that you've done them. They're all kind of like, they're going to be digital worksheets. So just get them done and send them to me. And I will indicate the type of grade that they will be identified as in there, because I know we are making up another grade somewhere. So I'll figure out where the category that learning activity will go in. All right.
Wait, when we have to have them in for you again?
For Wednesday. They're part of this lecture period.
Oh, so we send them to you before Wednesday.
You can send them to me, yeah, but like by Wednesday before the beginning of class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you have
Yes,
all of Wednesday just before the beginning of class. You just send them to me that you've done them. I wish maybe I should have done a Google Classroom. You know what? I think I'll do a Google Classroom link for that particular assignment so that you can edit the documents in there and just send them back instead of having like a very messy multiple emails for that. All right. So give me a second to create the Google Classroom with the documents in there so that you can just edit them in there and send them back. And I could figure that out in that space instead of having the very cumbersome task of whatever else the alternative is. And that's one thing I don't like about Office. It doesn't let you edit documents in and send them back. Like that's very ghetto. So I wish that capability was included. PDF files, that is. Okay, so on that note, I will actually end this session of Zoom because you are going to go to Moodle and then you will go back to the course landing page and you will navigate the rest of this lecture independently. Because like I said, at the top of this, it's reinforcing a couple of biology lessons that you've already had. I don't see it. We don't have to have an entire lecture about that, but we'll have the conversation about the implications of neurology and psych biology. I think I'm saying that right. Psych biology, as opposed to looking at the nervous system from a very biological perspective. That being said, best of luck. I created a group in Teams. Everybody should have gotten a request. That's the best way to get a message to me really quickly. Although during this class, I'm apt to respond to your emails rather quickly. So I did create a group in Teams. I've added you all to it. If that's a place you want to have a chat style conversation, that's a place you can reach me. All right. That being said, absolute best of luck with the quiz, and remember to complete all of the other activities before class on Wednesday. Any other questions? Going once.
Where are the activities, the other activities?
They're going to be in the link to the activities will be in the course landing page, that slideshow that I give you with the things on the bookshelf. It'll be embedded in the course lecture slide itself, where there are the videos and the notes. In there itself, we'll have the.
Sorry, I can't.
You can't.
Yeah, all that I missed because the Wi-Fi.
That's fine. So
Sorry about you with the gestures.
No, once you go to the course lecture slide itself, where the videos are, I'm going to put the link to the Google Classroom for the activities right in that space so that you don't have to keep bouncing back and forth.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? Going once, going twice. All right, good luck on your quiz.